Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. For those of you that regularly tune in, it's been quite a bit since I've streamed, guys. Sorry about that. I have been putting out a lot of content on YouTube, so I got a lot of shorts and videos out. Some of you guys may not know, but I do got a XanderTheDragon Shorts channel exclusively for just shorts videos. So if you follow the main channel, I will still post shorts, but you won't get notifications. So if you do want to get notifications for shorts, and I sometimes put 2 or 3 out a day. If you want notifications, go ahead and go over to the YouTube Shorts channel. Make sure you subscribe to that, enable notifications if you want to get more of that content. Since it has been a while, I do have a lot of subs that I need to read out. People have been subbing on my YouTube over the course of these last videos, so I just need to go ahead and just run through some names. I actually got some follows on Twitch. I think just while I was playing the game, I think people just kind of hop over and check out my channel, so we kind of let's check that out real quick. Got about like 10, 12 people. So we got Uferboy756, Jerry Pie, Marcus Ram Myers. I'm going to butcher this name. It's called Javi Wade something. Okay, thanks for the sub on YouTube. I got a Bob Dad 1232 follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. Sweaty Chaos 94 a sub on YouTube, and I've got some more subs here. John T. Kron, Aplex, Dizzy. I don't even know what this word is. Extension with 2 X's 777. Thanks for the sub. And Camo Kid 69 from Twitch. Thanks for the follow. Adrian Gatt sub on YouTube, and Keon Snyder. That kind of wraps up all the public subs there. I believe you can have subs private or not. I don't know, but I think only the public ones go through. So if your settings are private, I won't see it. Just in case you guys didn't get your name called out, you guys are watching this later. Anybody's tuning in right now, if your name's not called out, that's why. So we're gonna do something a little bit different today. I'm gonna hop into a little Apex Legend character tier list, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna run through all the legends, and we're going to rate them from an S tier all the way down to F. So this is my personal list. If you guys want to check it out real quick, I am a diamond and ranked BR, and I'm a diamond and ranked arenas, okay? So I'm an X Master and ranked BR. I think the season is way too grindy, and I think I'm going to put out a video on my thoughts on the rank system. I think a lot of you guys may not be liking the ranked system with all the new changes, so I hope they fix a lot of things, but that's probably for like another video. That's not about today. Anyways, I'm D4 there, and then for ranked arenas, I'm also Diamond 4. I'm pretty sure I can get Masters, and once we're done doing the tier list video, I'm probably going to just hop over and play some ranked arenas to kind of close out the stream. But I play this game a lot. I know a lot about the characters. I'm definitely high I'm definitely at a high skill level, and I believe Diamond 4 for ranked BR is actually like the top 0.3% of players. So this season's way more brutal, where I think before it used to be like 5 or 6 or 7% of the players used to be diamond. You had like, I don't know, top 3% was like masters or something. Well, now only like 0.4% of players are even diamond 4, which is crazy. So I'm in the top like 99.6% of the player base. So I got a lot of knowledge on the game. I do play a lot of legends, like to mix it up, and when I run through this tier list, I'm basically going to go through and rate them based on like how usable a character is, how essential they are to a team, how useful they are for a team, and like keeping your team alive, getting your team to the late game, getting you out of tough situations, and just kind of keeping your team fresh and ready for the end game. So we're going to go through that there, and I'm going to switch over to my computer here. I got to fix the camera just a little bit. There we go. Should I raise this up a little bit, maybe? Maybe. Okay. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to be looking this way because my monitor is over here. But we're going to let the Apex stuff just chill in the background here. And we're going to open up my tier list, just using, I think, the tier list maker website. You guys probably seen that before. Anybody's watching, just let me know how my mic sounds. If my mic's a little bit too quiet or something, it's a little bit far away, just let me know. What do we got here? Okay. So we're going to hop into the tier list, guys. And I'm just going to go ahead and just start. I'm going to start off with the S tier first. Let me bring it up. Here we go. Okay. So you guys should be able to see this if I did it right. I only got one monitor, like for my computer in my stream. I got another monitor for my PlayStation, so we'll see what happens here. I might actually wait for the stream to catch up just to make sure that you guys can see this properly. So we're gonna hop right here, and you guys will not be able to see me. Well, actually, no, you guys should still be able to see me, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're gonna go from S tier all the way down to F. So S tier is literally like a must-have legend. At least one person in the S tier needs to be played on a team to kind of get you into like a higher skill team and kind of keep your team viable against other teams. If you don't have an S tier legend, you're going to be really hurting, except for having maybe a couple A tier legends or B tier legends, depending on how good you are playing these characters. And obviously, you may excel at somebody that I'm going to put in the S, D, E, F tier or whatever. You may have a personal favorite, and that's not what this tier list is about. This tier list is about my experience and my perspective in the ranked system when I went from being a new player last season, getting Masters for both split, and then this season with all the changes and the new map, and also for the future split, just kind of predicting what type of legends just kind of excel. And some, I think, just are naturally just better team legends, like just for functions of a team and like survivability, defense, offense, movement, rotations, like beacons, etc. So some characters are just going to be way more essential and some are not. And again, you know, you can have a favorite legend that I'm not going to say is essential, and that's fine. And some of these legends I'm going to go through and I'm going to explain why I put them into tiers. And somebody I may put into C tier may not be like an average legend per se. It just may be that like your average player can't play them to their full potential. So a lot of legends are kind of situational, and you may not even get to use them in a match to their proper skill sets, proper abilities, whatever. So I'm going to drop in an S tier, and you guys probably already know the number one champ in the game, or legend, I guess, for Apex Legends. Keep calling it champs like League of Legends. But Valk, definitely a top tier champ. So I need to find her. Right there she is. Okay. So we're going to drop her into the S tier, just to kind of set the guidelines for each category. So Valk is just an amazing champ. The thing that like works so well for her is that, one, that she can literally fly your whole team out of any situation, which is just super OP. If you have a bad rotation to make, or you just haven't made good progress towards the next zone, or you're in a sticky situation, whatever it is, you can just literally fly. Like if you're stuck in zone, you got a bad zone, you're stuck behind a cliff or like elevation, Valk is just so clutch to just get you to the next zone, just kind of just for free. Like there's really nothing like negative about her ultimate. You can literally, like for free, just get to the next zone. You can scan enemies on your way in. If everything's contested, you can play a roof of a building. You can play on the roof of a team. You can play beneath a team. You can just land behind a rock somewhere off in the distance, just like in a nice kind of like angle where you can't get hit by other teams. It's just a really nice repositioning legend, and nobody else really kind of has that capability. Not to mention that, one, she can fly with her passive, and then two, her tactical with her rockets, being able to hit teams behind cover, which is really awesome. Not to mention that she's also a beacon champ, so she can scan the beacons and let your team know the next zone. So she kind of covers like everything you could need as one legend. I don't think she's like OP as in she's broken, but she's definitely somebody that you need on your team. Every good team is going to have a Valk on it. Now I'm going to go down to the F tier. Opposite boundary. We're going to go ahead and just kind of explain who I'm going to pick and why they're in the F tier. And I don't know if it's going to be a surprise to you guys, but it's not for me because this is an easy pick. I'm just going to go right ahead and pick Fuse. So, I don't know if you guys are going to laugh at this, but like literally, I don't think I've seen a single good Fuse player, ever. Like literally ever. Have you guys ever even seen a Fuse win a game? Because I haven't. Like every time I got a Fuse on my team, he literally dies off rip. He doesn't even do anything. He probably has like way less damage than I ever do. He shoots his little grenades and tactical and ultimate out that does nothing. All it does is just kind of poke a team and just kind of, they just reposition. It doesn't actually do anything. I just feel like his champ is just like, just doesn't have the damage for being like an attack legend. And he doesn't really have any like versatility in terms of like competitive abilities other than just carrying more grenades and just his, the knuckle duster, whatever it's called. I don't play the guy, but every time I see one on my team, he's just useless. I don't really see him picked much. The players that play him don't play him well, so I'm just going to put him down in the F tier because I just rarely ever see him being useful on my team. And even on enemy teams, like I've never ran into a Fuse that like just trashed me. Like every time I run into a Fuse, like he's just like the worst player ever. I just like kill him. It's just they're just really bad players. I don't know, really bad legend. I would not recommend playing this guy. And as I'm going through this tier list, this is for ranked play, and ranked play is very competitive right now. So obviously you can play whoever you want for fun. And I'm not going to say Fuse is not a fun champ. He looks like a fun legend, but for competitive play, you need very competitive legends that have really good synergy, and it's going to allow you to play competitively against other teams. And Fuse is just not one of them, and that's why Valk is in the top tier here. So there's one more S tier legend, and I'm going to go from S tier all the way down to F. And if you guys are playing ranked, if you're struggling to ranked, if you see that maybe you're playing one of these lesser tier legends that I consider, remember it's my own opinion, guys. If you see one of these lesser tier legends, and like you're playing them, maybe like if you're having a hard time climbing, maybe you should try playing one of my B ranks, A ranks, or S ranks, and maybe see if that helps. If you got a trio or a duo you play with, definitely try to pick a team combination of like the S and A and B tiers. So next up, I'm gonna pick Gibby for my S tier. Where's this guy at? I don't know how I can miss this guy. Oh, there he is. Okay. So I'm gonna put Gibby in the S tier. So I was gonna put him in the A tier, but I believe he's better than what I'm going to put into the A tier. And I think it's just because Gibby's just useful all around from start to finish, like in every game. Late game, his bubble is just super clutch. If you don't have cover, at least gives you more cover. And for the final circle closure, it's just really nice to have that extra bubble in his ultimate to kind of knock teams out of positions and to just kind of just destroy everybody around you. I don't know, just seems really useful. If you don't have a Gibby and another team does, you're probably going to lose. Not to mention that his faster res is just really OP, especially if you get a gold bag, and just keeping your team alive and like throwing your bubble to kind of transfer cover. Like he's just a really good legend for fighting, defending, keeping your team alive, keeping your team fresh, and just knocking other teams out of position with its ultimate. He's just a really well-rounded champ. Granted, I will say he's a lot harder to play than Valk, but if you want to learn a champ, I definitely say Gibby's one of the best ones to play. So, going into the A tier, I just want to explain before I start actually throwing legends into this. Again, this season's very competitive, and if you guys are getting into the higher tiers, like mid to high plat, or maybe even gold, I don't know, but if you guys are getting into like plat, mid plat, high plat, into diamond, and I know like 99% of people just aren't past Diamond 4, I noticed that the game's just very, very defensive. Nobody wants to go for kills. Nobody's making dumb plays. A lot of teams are playing smart. A lot of teams are playing position. And a lot of teams are playing position. They're probably bunkering down some building, some elevation, or some very hard to assault place. Not to mention that it's hard to assault that people tend to play defensive champs to be able to defend these places even better. So going into this list here, I'm actually going to throw in Caustic. I think he's probably the next best legend to play in the game, just because he has the 15% damage reduction, just like Gibby, which I forgot to mention, which is really good. Not to mention Gibby's shield, which is really nice for poking enemies and just kind of having like an extra layer of health. Caustic also has the 15% damage reduction. He can put 6 traps down. All of them that do damage, that he can hold down doors, like windows, whatever. So even if you get knocked, even if like a team's assaulting or whatever, you have a lot of time to kind of deter the team and like stop the push. If a team's trying to assault you, trying to get through doors, well, they got to break down the doors first. They got to destroy your traps. It kind of like gives you time to recover and reset and kind of get an advantage in the fight just by sparing more time to react to a team coming after you, and even multiple teams. Caustic's just a really good champ to just kind of lock down the building. And honestly, the dream team that I've won the most games with is having a Valk, a Gibby, and a Caustic. Usually I play Caustic, but I will play Gibby too. Just kind of depends. But personally, a majority of my wins did come from playing Caustic. And the next set of my wins came from playing Gibby. So those are my 2 best legends that I've had the biggest win rate success with, best kills, best RP gains, etc. Another legend, again, going with like the defensive kind of competitive meta here, is actually Rampart. So she just had like an amazing buff this season with like her time to put down her traps, like her barriers, her spin up time on Sheila, her ultimate. Those traps, her barriers just do so much damage when you shoot through them. Not to mention that it's an extra layer of protection when enemies shoot at you. So not only do you just avoid taking unnecessary damage, you can dish out extra damage towards enemies, making it really hard for enemies to push. And also, again, just like Caustic, you can block doors, block windows, etc. And having both of them on your team with a Valk is probably another good combination. So whether you play Caustic or Rampart, or even both of them, having at least one defensive legend with a Valk is like a really strong team to have in this new like type of meta, I would say. So we're gonna keep going through here, and we're gonna start picking up some legends. I'm gonna actually bring up the character list here. So another legend, and this one I was really skeptical of where to place this legend, but I don't know about you guys, but there's been a lot of games where I have a Valk, I have a Gibby, a Rampart, a Caustic, or whoever. I have just like a solid team. We're getting into the late game, whatever. But there's just no loot. You run out of bats, you run out of cells, you run out of med kits, you run out of everything. You have no ammo, whatever. And this can be games you're killing people and you're even looting people. But there's a lot of teams that don't move until they absolutely have to. A lot of teams playing defensively. Not to mention there's so many players. There's like 15 teams when round 1 ends. There's like 10 teams when round 2 ends. And it can be up to 7 to 10 teams in the final circle sometimes. When there's so many teams, you don't have room to loot. When you knock somebody, even if you wipe somebody, whether it's the Storm or another team coming in, you do not have time to loot. There's just so many players. There's just so much going on that I just find myself not having loot. And this isn't just because like I'm not killing people. It's not because I didn't loot well enough in the beginning of the game, whatever. It's because you just go through... There's just so many teams in the game that you just go through so much ammo, so much resources, you don't really have much left. So this is why you're about to just reveal this next legend. You probably know who it is just by describing the problems I have on teams sometimes, is you need a Loba. I think Loba is an A-tier legend. A lot of people, I think, kind of underestimate Loba's like as like a loot goblin, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. But so many games I lost just because we just didn't have resources, because there were just so many teams in the like last arena, in the last kind of final circle. Just being able to loot cells, bats, armor, ammo for free unlimitedly. You can just poke for days and get picks and just kind of harass teams and just kind of get a better presence on the map, because you don't have to worry about running out of ammo. You can keep peeking because you can keep dropping that ult down and keep getting more cells. You can keep getting more bats. You can keep getting like purple Evo and red Evo shields every time somebody dies. If you kill somebody, even like some games, it's like you got like, you can play like a mid-level of a floor. Someone can be below you. A team can be above you too. You can kill the team below you, but then the team above tries to drop down a third party. Then you have to run back to your place. You can bunker up, but you can't loot. So then Loba, you can just kind of loot the essentials back, and you can kind of keep staying in the game. Because a lot of my early defeats was just basically not having enough resources. Like when I was in like the mid-plat to diamond. So that is why I'm gonna put her as an A tier. And most of my legends that I played are the legends from the S and A tier. And moving on to the B tier and below, I used to play these legends. I do play them a lot. I played them in pubs. I played them in arenas. I played them in Season 12. But the next legends are going to start being less and less and less essential to a team. And a lot of it comes down to just like how well an average player can play these legends. How well do they synergize with teammates, whether you're solo queuing, duo queuing, whatever. And then just like the contribution and like the constant like usages of their abilities, like their tacticals, their passives, etc. Because sometimes you get some legends on your team and like they just never ult, or maybe there's just never an opportunity to ult, or maybe they're just very situational to use, and the meta is really defensive. And kind of lead it into this is that a lot of legends that are like the attack legends, the assault legends, aren't really as useful if everybody's just sitting in buildings, everybody's playing zone and positions. So going into the B tier, going to the B tier, this is going to be like the viable legend. So S tier is like meta. A tier is just like some of the best legends in the game that just aren't like the top two like meta. B tier is viable. These guys that they're very useful to a team. There's nothing wrong with having them on your team. But they're just not as useful, I think, for a team as the top two tiers because of how defensive it is. And the B tier is going to greatly depend on your ability to play this specific legend, in addition to your gun skill too. So the first one I'm going to put up here is Bloodhound. Bloodhound is just a very useful champ. I mean, his scans are OP. You can just see everybody through walls. It gives your team, enemy information of where they're at, which is really useful because if people don't have mics, people aren't using comms, or maybe got bad comms, whatever, it kind of keeps everybody on the same page. Nobody kind of gets caught off guard. Everybody's kind of pushing together. They can see what's going on. It's just really useful. You can see tracks. You can see, I think, up to like 2 minutes, I think a minute and a half or something, 2 minutes of like people's tracks that people have passed by, so you can kind of get prepared for a fight. You can go a different direction. He's just a very just all-around great legend. In addition to when you do get into fights, when he ults, the constant tacticals you can just throw out with his vision to just kind of keep your team fresh in a fight, just for like information. It's just, I think, just very useful for keeping a team alive. Granted, the reason why he's a B tier is because the meta is so defensive that when you play someone like a Bloodhound, and I'm going to get into like Octane, people like that later, when you play like Bloodhound, if people are just camping and you don't have like an awesome team, like an aggressive team that works well for like taking out like defensive teams, or like you don't have like a skilled enough team to just constantly just run and gun every team before a third party comes in and get the fight over quick enough, I don't really see Bloodhound useful as much as the top legends that can really play a lockdown zone, like kind of positioning type of comp. So Bloodhound, I think, is very situational. If you're really good with him, you got a really good aggro team or whatever, I think Bloodhound is very viable. There's nothing wrong with playing him. I don't think there's any consequence to playing him other than the fact that you just may not have enough defensive strength, like a Rampart or a Caustic, or your resources for Loba, or like team fighting capability like Gibby, and also positioning like Valk. I wouldn't pick a Bloodhound over a Valk in this type of meta, especially on Stormpoint. But next up on the list, similar to Bloodhound, is Seer. Because everybody's camping a lot, I don't know about you guys, but some people take it to the next level where it turns into ratting, like just literally just hiding in the most obscure places that you would just never predict, just literally crouching in corners, waiting for somebody to pass by, like an area that you would just never assume. So Seer is perfect for that. He just snuffs out all the rats with his passive. He can actually see people's heartbeats when he's like within 50 meters, 75 meters, or something like that. Not to mention his ultimate. It's just like... Hey, Jojo. Quiet, buddy. Thank you, buddy. But, so not to mention, wait 1 second, guys. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back. Okay, so Seer is just like perfect for snuffing out the rats. He can see their heartbeats through walls up to like 75 meters, 50 meters or so. So it's just really useful to kind of never be caught off guard, because when a team rats and you're running by them, they obviously have the advantage. They're getting all the first shots. They have probably going to knock at least one person before you can react. Type of ratting. So he's just really perfect for that. And Seer's, there's so many players anyways, and like late game with so much fighting, people are going to know where you are. So a lot of people say his ultimate just kind of reveals you to the whole map, whatever, blah blah. But everyone knows where everybody's at anyways. At least when people do attack and you got multiple teams going everywhere, his ultimate can just basically literally give you constant wall hacks, which I think is actually better than Bloodhound's ultimate in tactical, because it's a constant reading of your enemy's footsteps running around. In addition to their health and shields, this is very useful for kind of basically tunnel visioning on certain legends, enemy legends, just knocking them out of the fight, getting all the weak ones, getting them when they try to like res or heal, which is tactical is great for stopping that stuff. So again, if you're a good gunfighter and you got like good game sense in fights, then Seer is definitely another great legend to play. If you're more aggressive, that's why he's in the B tier, just because the meta is a little bit more defensive, but he's definitely very viable. Honestly, picking at least one legend from each of the top 3 tiers here, S, A, and B, is be a really good combination. Having a Valk or a Gibby, and then having like a Caustic or Rampart, maybe a Loba, combined with a Bloodhound or Seer. Like any of that combination there would be really useful for a team comp. And going into the next legend, I'm going to put in NewCastle at the B rank. So NewCastle is going to be the B rank. He's kind of like a Gibby, kind of like a Rampart. He's kind of like a mix, but I don't think like Rampart excels at like barriers and fortification. Gibby excels at like kind of team fighting. I think NewCastle is like, he's like very viable at both, but not like the best, and that's why he's B tier. So his res is really, really awesome, mainly because that shield can take a lot of damage and you can get somebody back in the fight. I think he's more useful than Lifeline, where he's just tankier and can shield you at the same time while resing you. His fortification's better. His 15% damage reduction is a really good trait to have. Kind of have your team a little bit tankier, which is really good. Not to mention his ultimate late game, or at any point in the game, but late game when you got no cover and there's so many teams available, like on the map, it's just really nice to have his ult to be able to fortify an area and lock it down, which is really good. It kind of stops the team from pushing because his ultimate does have like a barrier that if you jump it, it like does damage and slows you, which is really cool. So that is why I'm going to put him in the B tier. I think he's just very viable. Again, I think He's somebody that, like, on average, you're not going to have a great NewCastle on your team. Like, on average, like, the S tier legends and A tier legends are very easy to play. I think with the exception of Gibby. Gibby's, I think, is pretty hard to play. I wouldn't just pick him up for free one day and just start playing ranked with him. I think you should practice with him. But Caustic's not that hard to play. You just literally just throw traps at doors. Rampart's not hard to play. You just put your barriers at the doors and windows. Loba, you just drop your ult, your team loots it. Valk, very simple to play. Very easy to play champs. I think you get a lot of production value out of them. I'm gonna put one more legend into the B tier, and that's gonna be Watson. Watson, I think, is the weakest of the defensive legends. Still very viable. Her ultimate's really nice because, again, there's so many teams in the late game. Her ultimate can stop all projectiles, including like Valkyrie rockets and things like that. So it's just really useful to kind of keep your shields up, stay defensive, never give a team an opportunity to like knock your shields down and like say, oh, I'm gonna push this guy. I broke them. I broke two of them. I threw a nade. I stuck one. Whatever. You can just always keep your team on your feet, keep your team fresh, keep them shielded, and her traps also, slowing down the push, just keeps you very viable to surviving long and consistently match to match, especially on I think Stormpoint too. I don't think she's as viable as Caustic and Gibby, or like Rampart. I guess Caustic and Rampart, because like the damage reduction that they have for Gibby and Caustic, and also I think Rampart's barriers are better than Watson's laser fields, whatever you call those. I don't play here, so I don't know what they are called actually. But I will say, when I have a team that is in the S and A tier, I have a high win rate. When I got champs from the B tier on my team, I do win a lot of games with them on my team too. So that's enough of the top 3 tiers. We're going to hop into the C tier. And this whole tier is basically going to be the same. I'm going to kind of go a little bit quicker through the rest of the list here, because I really wanted to focus on the top 3 tiers, which these are the legends that I want you guys to play if you're having trouble like climbing, or like maybe you're struggling in team fights, you're struggling getting to the end of the game or whatever. I would definitely recommend trying these top 3 legends. I would definitely try playing for zone, having really good team synergy, like good comms, play really defensive, play really smart fights, really smart movement and positioning, and trying to set yourself up for the final fight, because that's how you have to play the game nowadays. That's how they kind of revamped the system to be played. But the C tier is basically going to be like your Bloodhound, Seer type characters, but they don't really give you your team map information. It's mostly like team combination, like assaults and attacks. So what happens here is, if you're good with these C tier characters, they can definitely be like a B, A tier legend, but that's dependent on the player. And I don't see a lot of these C tier legends played well. And the biggest thing is that like the lack of using their ult, or using their ult in a bad situation at the bad time, bad place, or just just not using it correctly, just kind of makes them useless. They just, like, if you can't use your abilities well consistently, like the top tier legends can, then you're kind of just an abilityless legend. Like, there's just nothing you're providing to your team. So in this tier, I'm going to throw in Ashe. Again, a great legend, but I think it has a high skill gap to actually play her well. And I think a lot of it comes down to timing with your teammates and comms, where if you have a trio, maybe she's a higher tier. But when you're solo queuing, duo queuing, and again, I'm talking about like your average player in an average rank system, a lot of these players make terrible Ashe ult pushes, or they don't use their Ashe ult to escape when they need to, or they just don't know how to use their ult like fast enough to collapse on the team or whatever. I don't really see these legends be used much. I don't know how many times I've had an Ashe on my team, even in like Diamond and Platinum, that just never use their ultimate. They just die for free, never using their ultimate, and like they never use their little tactical little stun thing. Another legend I'm going to put up there is Horizon. Again, a very great legend, but I don't think plays well in this meta. I don't think a lot of players play her well either, which kind of drops her to a C tier. Again, a lot of missed ults, misused ults. Her levitation is really good for getting like, verticality on a team, pushing on a team and stuff. But again, a lot of players make really bad pushes, really bad mistakes, and one mistake costs you the game. Whereas where you play like a Caustic or like a Rampart or like Valk or whatever, you're not really like, there's really nothing to do wrong as them. I mean, it's simple as just trapping up doors and pass of like assault, like if you're like behind rocks or like cover terrain. windows, etc. Like, Valkyrie, ult to a new position, ult out of a fight. Like, they're just very easy to use champs that are always going to be useful. Their abilities are always going to be useful in fights. Sometimes they'll never have a chance to use an Astral or a Horizon ult because a chance may never occur to actually use it properly or take advantage of it. Maybe because of how the zone is, how many teams there are, how many type of legends other people are playing. I mean, you can have a Horizon ult, but if they got a building trapped up and barriered up and whatever, how are you going to push that? By the time the ult's over, maybe they're healed or there's not enough time to get to them or something, So it just depends. In my opinion, I just never seen a good Ashe, never seen a good Horizon, even up to this level. I just feel like their abilities are like a hit or miss. It's like a 50-50. These legends are like 50-50, I would say, in terms of usefulness. Because I feel like they're so hard to use, so situational. You have to play them really well to actually utilize them, and I think that's why I put them in the C tier. And another legend, I'm going to put Octane here. Again, let's put that back in presentation mode. So another legend, I think is very situational, kind of like an Ashe ult, a Horizon ult, an Octane ult is very useful for knocking down. Actually, the meta champs, taking down the Rampart shields, taking away the caustic traps, etc. Very, very useful for taking all that down, knocking off their 2 shields, I believe, and then you can push with your team. You can combine that with an Ashe ult and just get right into your team, and then a Horizon ult. But again, a lot of it comes down to timing, skill, which I think the skill gap's a little bit high for legends like this, communication on your team, etc. So I think a lot of these C tier legends are just very hit or miss. They can be very useful, but again, they can just not be useful if your teammates or you are not using their abilities to their fullest extent. His drone is very clutch in solo queue. If your teammates die a lot, you can pick them up with your drone. You can scan beacons. So, again, C tier champs I wouldn't say they're viable. This is like the 50-50 tier. This is like if you're really good with them, they're probably B level legends. But if you're not good with them, you're probably like a D level legend. But on average, they're probably C tier. So you're not hurting your team too bad, but you're not helping them much either, let's say. That's my opinion on the C tier here. We're going to go to the D tier next. And we got about like 7 or 8 legends left. And on the D tier, I'm going to put Bangalore. So I had a tough time deciding where to put Bangalore. I was going to put her in the C tier, but I think what my thought process is, I don't think I've ever had a Bangalore actually like be useful on my team, especially in this meta where it's like more defensive. Her ultimate's great for disengaging a team, but like it's very avoidable. And her smoke is nice, but I feel like a lot of times, I mean, again, it's great for like disengaging. I think she's just really good for disengaging, but in my opinion, you shouldn't really put yourself in situations where you got to disengage all the time. Like, you should be playing smart, playing zones and positions where you don't need to be like out in the open, where you need to run away as fast as you can and blocking teams away, whatever. I think that's why like Caustics or Ramparts and Valks are better, Geepies are better, because they're just more like just always useful. Like if you're playing smart, like Bangalore, like I don't really see her doing much in most of my games. In team fights, I mean, yeah, she's got like the extra speed boost and stuff like that, but again, it's like I don't really see anything special or like contributing from a Bangalore in this type of meta, especially on this map. I just don't think she's as viable as the other champs that I've listed so far. So the E tier, it's basically all the legends that like can be good, but the players, like 99% of players that play these legends, are just very god-awful players. Like, and you may already know these type of players, but these are the players that, no matter what rank you are, they solo drop, even in ranked. They die off rip. Even if you land together, they don't even break a shield of an enemy before getting knocked, let alone even knock somebody before getting knocked, at least making it a 2v2. These are like the assault legends that like are really good if you're like a cracked player. Again, this is very defensive meta, so I don't think they're as useful even if you are really good, unless you're like literally like top like 0.1% or something. But a lot of these legends just aren't very useful because there isn't as much like open run and gun fighting, and there's just so much third party and fourth, fifth party going on, so many teams alive, that you never really want to be the initiator of a fight in this meta. And these legends, I'm just gonna slap them all in here right now. I think the put a Wraith in here, Octane, Pathfinder, and who else should I put in here? I think Revenant. I think Revenant's another one I see that does that a lot. Your race Octanes, Pathfinders, and Revenants, they literally like hot drop no matter what you tell them. They even solo drop, even in ranked, and just don't listen to you, even if you got comms. If you do drop together, they're always the first to get knocked. They barely damage anybody, etc. Like these players are players that think they're good, and they die, and they get knocked without even contributing to the fight, forcing you to fight a 2v3, and then blaming you for either running away, which is a smart thing to do at the time, so you can actually get placement points and actually recover some points from them being an idiot. Or if you do fight, it's a very disadvantaged fight. So unless you're really good and really play off of like the other team, like kind of picking off their players, so kind of like, you know, forcing them into 1v1s or kind of blocking players off or whatever, however you can do that, then it's just always a lost cause with these people. Not to mention that like Octanes, they literally like they're the first one in the fight, they get shot a couple times, and then the first one out, and then the next POI. Like, these guys are never contributing, like, my opinion. And I actually like playing Octane, and I honestly play him for fun. I'm never going to sabotage my team by playing Octane, so I play, like, kind of more, like, meta legends. But again, like, Octane, it's like, he's just always running in first, like, 1v3, doesn't even wait for your team to come in, and then runs away, forces you to fight 2v3, and then starts complaining, like, why you guys died, you suck, blah, blah, whatever. So, Octanes, Pathfinders, again, a lot of these legends have a lot of mobility, and I don't think they understand that, like, not only do they, like, kind of suck in the game because they always just kind of get knocked first, and like their game sense sucks, they always pick bad fights or whatever, but they have their mobility is so insane that, like, if I'm playing Caustic or Gibby and Pathfinder's zipping up to like a 3-story building, how am I supposed to like a 1v3? Like, how am I supposed to help them? You know, like they don't use their zips. Like Wraith, I don't think I've even seen a Wraith use a portal even up to Diamond from players on my team. Like, they don't use ports to, like, you know, like they set a port and then like get into a fight, you can port back, you know, when you wipe them, or like maybe you don't wipe them, you have to go back and like heal. They don't do it to like reposition in a fight to get different angles. They don't use it to like get out of like sticky situations of zone, like a team's holding down like zone or something. I almost never see, like, I have to actually like tell a Wraith how to play their character. It's like all they do, they just want to run and gun. Same with Octane, same with Pathfinder. It's really weird. Revenant, E tier, he's just like those other three I mentioned, but he uses his totem and just runs in and just doesn't even do anything anyways, and then goes back to the totem. Not to mention half the time they put it in a bad spot, and they just kind of just never do damage. I don't know. It's like they're players that like need a second chance to kind of get one knock, but they can't even get a knock even with like 2 lives. I don't know. I don't know how to explain a Revenant, but I've never seen a good one. That's for sure. At least not on my team. I know people probably exist out there that are actually good at these champs. I'm not trying to, you know, diss players that are like actually good at these legends, but like on average, I've just never seen these legends be useful. And like even if I played them, like being like a top like 99% player or top 0.4 whatever, however you want to explain that, top 4% player, like even if I played them, I'm not really contributing to my team other than just being like a legend with a gun. Ultimately, like I don't really have any like useful features for like getting to the late game and like locking something down, you know, repositioning, etc. At least repositioning to the extent that Val can, or like locking something down to the extent that like Caustic or Rampart can, or getting resources like Loba or Gibby for just this all-around team fighting. Like, obviously, Wraith can be good with their ports, and Octane can be great with his ultimate, with his jump pad, you know, Pathfinder with his zipline. But again, it's like I don't really see these players be played well. And for some reason, I have to like even explain to these players like what to do, because they don't even like know what to do. It's just really weird. They're just kind of like legends that like I think even scale harder to be useful off their skill compared to like the C tier legends, but like you just really have to be useful as your legends kit to even contribute to your team. And if you're not, then you're just really not useful at all. You're kind of just a guy with a gun. You're not really like a legend with abilities. Going to the F tier, obviously Fuse, you know, I said he was completely useless earlier. Other legends, probably one of the worst people I've ever seen in the game. I don't even know her name, she's so bad. What's her name again? Lifeline? Dude, guys, Lifelines are like the worst players I've ever seen. The amount of Lifelines that I've had, even a first pick Lifeline, so not even like a change their legend and pick the wrong legend or something. the amount of lifelines that don't even res. You can get knocked like 100 meters from an enemy, and they won't even res you. They're just like standing around, looking around, like trying to shoot back, whatever. And like they just won't res you. I don't understand. You can literally res for free with her drone, and they don't do that. I've seen lifelines not even drop their care package, and it's like, there's so many teams around. Everybody knows where they're at. I mean, the audio, you can hear footsteps really far away. You can hear gunfighting abilities really far away, etc. There's times you can drop your ult. Who cares if they hear you? They probably know you're there anyways. Not to mention, in my experience, 99% of the time when I have a lifeline on our team, they're the first ones to get knocked, and they're also doing no damage. So I don't know what it is with lifeline players, but I don't know if they just like expect to get carried, if they occasionally get a res off, or just kind of follow a team like a little puppy dog, like a little duckling or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is with like the healing legend in this game. But again, like I don't think her kit's very useful. I wish she can like throw her drone. I know there's like an update for the mid-season split for lifeline, so I think that's really cool that the healing radius is longer. The healing pool that you can heal from is a larger pool, so you can heal more of your teammates with it longer too. Her ultimate cooldown is better. But again, even with the mid-season split, I don't think she's that viable as a champion. I don't think she really provides much. I mean, NewCastle has a great res function with his shield. Gibby has a great res function in terms of faster times, in addition to the shield, to res your teammates. So it's like, I don't really think that like she's just viable like at all. Like this F tier is just like, to me, just like the garbage legends. Like you're probably hurting your team more than you're helping them, because like these legends are like so bad, like kit wise, like ability wise, that like you're sacrificing these S, A, and B tier legends, even the C tier legends. You're sacrificing these abilities to have her abilities, or to have Fuse's abilities, or have Octane's abilities. And like that's why these legends are so far down, is because their kits are just so bad, especially in the new competitive ranked kind of meta, like the defensive kind of meta, like late game, long game kind of meta. That like they're just like these legends in the D tier, E tier, F tier, increasingly more so, are just not that useful to a team. So these guys are getting dropped all the way down, and they're going to stay there. And again, Mad Maggie, like I think she's like one of the least played legends. Not to mention, I think she's just very useless. Her little drill is awesome, but doesn't do hardly enough damage to really make it that useful. It's to my opinion, it's too narrow. I don't know what you need to do to fix her. Like that's not what this is about. But just kind of off the head type of things. Just like, maybe like she can put multiple drills down, or it can be like a wider like AOE. Her ultimate's kind of useless. Yeah, she can run fast and like knock people around. But again, like this isn't really like her tactical is more useful than her ultimate, and its meta is more defensive. So like her wrecking ball is useful for repositioning, but not really attacking a team if they're fortified, especially if there's so many teams left. I keep saying this a lot, but it's true. Like there's like 15 to 10 teams. You go round 1 to round 2, and there's just so many players that like I don't really see like these type of legends being useful anymore. And then, last but not least, probably my most useless legend that I've seen on my teams, or even other teams, is Mirage. Like Mirage is, like, I don't know, like, what it is. I think they're, like, worse than Fuses, in my opinion. Here, let me move this down. Put Fuse down here. I think Lifeline is more important than these three. But the thing with Mirage, it's like, I don't know, they're just, like always bad. Like, I rarely see them res with, like, his invisibility. Like, they never really play their clones well, or, like, the holograms or whatever. Like, I don't know, like I've just, like, never seen, like, an actual good Mirage player, like, ever. And I don't think he really does anything. Like yeah, he's got sleight of hand. Yes, he can shoot a little clone out, and he can turn into multiple clones, but that doesn't really do anything, because like only he can shoot. So once he starts shooting, you know which one's the real one. You can kind of track and see which one's the real one anyways. I don't think I've ever been caught off guard by an enemy Mirage. I don't think I've ever been like even killed by one. So it's like, he doesn't really do anything for a team. He's just kind of like a silly legend. He's kind of funny maybe, but like his kit doesn't like actually contribute to the team. His self res with like the gold bad like knockdown's pretty good, and like his res is pretty good and being invisible. But again, is his decoys more important than like caustic traps or Valk ults or Gibby bubbles, Gibby ults, Rampart shields, Bloodhound scans? It's he's not like these E and F tier legends. Unless you got like a stacked trio that like really synergizes play well, fast and aggressive, and you just cracked out of your mind or something or whatever. You just want to have like a lot of offensive power. Even like someone like being offensive doesn't just mean like always finding a team. If a team finds you, you can like turn the fight in your favor by having like good offensive legends like Wraith, Octane, and Pathfinder. But again, the skill gap to excel with these legends versus players playing other legends at like similar skill levels or even higher skill levels. I know the matchmaking is kind of messed up. So like you're playing higher skill levels and you're playing Wraith, Wraith, Octane, Pathfinder. You're going against like a Gibby Val Caustic. I mean, I don't know. Like, are you going to beat that team with your abilities? If especially if you don't like play them right, play them consistently enough, you utilize them consistently enough. So that's about my season 13 split 1 tier list here. And I don't know what you guys agree with. I don't think we got anybody in the chat today talking. I think we got a couple people in and out watching a little bit. But again, this is my season 13 tier list, and I'm going to recommend that you guys play the B, A, and S tier. And if you can, play the S tier. Try to play the S tier and the A tier. I think every team should have a Valk no matter what. You don't need a Gibby, but he's very useful, very meta, and he's very clutch to have on your team. The A tier, the B tier, definitely try, experimenting with these legends. Try to play Caustic. Try to play Rampart. If you haven't played Rampart, a lot of people talk bad about Rampart, but she's a great legend. Loba too, the resources, the B tier with the scans and like the defensive shields and fortifications, like Watson's ultimate, like those are all very useful. The C tier kind of goes into the 50-50 tier where these guys are about as useful or useless as you make them. So you need a lot of skill. I think there's like a skill gap to kind of utilize their full potential. That's why they're C tier. D tier, I think, are kind of useless. E tier is just like, I think just like garbage legends. And F tiers are just like the worst legends in the game. There's just no one really competed them for last place here. And that basically sums that up. I'm going to post this into a video, guys. So let me know what you guys think about this list, because I really want to know you guys' thoughts. What legends are you guys playing this season in Apex Legends? Wait, what is it? Yeah, sorry. Let me know what legends you guys are playing in Season 13, Split 1. Let me know what rank you guys are, and let me know what legends you guys are playing. I'm really curious to see what like everybody's like actually trying to play, what they want to play, and like what their respective ranks are. And maybe looking at this list here, is it possible that you can have better games, more consistent games, better RP gains, etc.? I think there's still like 12 days left. So hopefully you guys, take a look at this list here and maybe try some new things out. Maybe get some new comps going, especially if you got friends that play this game. Highly recommend playing the S, A, and B tiers if you're playing anybody from the D, E, and F tiers. I think your games are going to go a lot better, a lot differently. And again, I'm really curious to see what legends you guys are playing and like what ranks you're at. And then let me know if you guys are struggling too. Are you constantly gaining with those legends, or are you struggling? Are you kind of going back and forth? Because if so, you might want to try out one of these new guys. But anyways, comment that down below, and I'll take a look at that. I'll talk with you guys, and I'll give you guys some feedback. I think it'd be really cool to kind of get a little discussion going. Also, anybody that disagrees with this list, or maybe if you even agree with this list, just let me know down below in the comments. Like, let me know like who you don't like at different tiers, or who you like think it absolutely should be a higher tier or lower tier or whatever. I am kind of open to your guys' input. Again, I only really played the S and A tiers, and I do play Bloodhound. I don't really play the C, D, E, and F tiers, but I just noticed that a lot of those players in the C through F tiers are just like never like consistently good players, useful players, and also leading to great games. When I have teammates that are in the B plus tiers, that I'm always having great games, great RP, great final circles, great positioning, a lot of kills, high placement, etc. So let me know you guys' thoughts on this tier list down below in the comments also. And up next, I'm going to actually... What's up, Jojo? So up next, I'm going to actually play some ranked arenas. I'm going to play for like an hour, get some gameplay in here. I'm going to actually switch over to Gibby. And I'm currently diamond in ranked arenas. It took me like a day or two to get from placement to diamond 4. But it's fun. I really like it. I wish I played it last season, but I'm going to start playing it this season. I'm going to try to get the Masters if I can, if I got the time. I don't think it should be an issue. I noticed a lot of the Let's get the browser out here. I notice a lot of the ranked arena games, they give me 2 teammates that are like garbage, and I have to basically 1v3 and like, or like 1v2 to team. Like if I don't get first knock on the enemies, or if I don't get 2 knocks on enemy, then like let them 2v1 and I 1v2, then like we usually lose. Not that we usually lose, but like it's like I have to usually do that like at a minimum to win. Sometimes I get good teammates where I don't need to do that, but it's just how it is. I do find it fun. I'm kind of only gaining points, so I'm going to queue up here. I'm going to play Gibby. I think Gibby's really good. I like his bubble. I like his ultimate. I'm going to actually get some water, guys. I'll be right back. Again, back, guys. I saw somebody chat here. I'm sorry about missing your stuff. Let me see. See if there's a timestamp. I don't know if there's a timestamp. But Revenge of Corpse. You said Octane question mark. I'm sorry about that. So I got one monitor for my computer. So like I can't see like my chat or like my chat and stream with like an application open, like doing like the tier list. But if you're still here, elaborate on that. I'm down to talk. I'm looking at my chat now, so I can definitely see everything. We're gonna do some ranked arenas here. See what happens. First game on. And yeah, let me know about that Octane comment. I'm definitely down to follow up on that. We want to talk about that. See, playing Gibby. Oops, didn't want that. Let's go with this. What is this called? What is this called? Oh, Flatline. Okay, it says it right there. I play this game a lot, I promise. I don't know. I've just drawn a blank on this gun. I almost called it a Spitfire for some reason. But okay, first game on. A little rusty here. Gonna have to lock in kind of my aim a little bit. But yeah, like I always get like, let me see, like what are these guys? Did they say? Yeah, these guys are a little bit, got some stats on them. Like, they've been literally giving me, like, level, like, 10s and 20s and stuff. Okay. I am not locked in right now. Maybe I am. Yeah, I'm definitely not locked in. Try not to get knocked. Reloading. I just gotta let him kill him in the back. Oh, they couldn't knock this guy? Okay. Okay, easy clap. First round win, I'll take it. Best thing to do, guys, like in any mode, whether it's arenas and BR, like literally like do this. Just do as much damage as you can without getting knocked. The key part is just not getting knocked. So obviously, don't just be useless. Like, don't just simply not get knocked and just not help your team. But like, dish out as much damage, whether it's 30, 70, 60, 80, even 140. A lot of people get knocked trying to knock somebody because they want to like close out the kill, do 140 damage out of 150, and they're like, oh, I gotta follow through and try to kill them. But what you should really do, and also a lot of people knock somebody, but also then get knocked. Don't do that either. Literally, most teams are not good enough that you need to sacrifice yourself to kill them.
I am taking fire, friends.
What you really need to do is do as much damage as possible and just slowly kind of pick them away until you get a free knock, and then you got a 3v2. Just like that. I missed all my shots. Oh no, the lifeline went down. I should have followed up on that. She got him up. Oh shit. 2 knocks. The lifeline's down too. Oh shit. Oh. I thought that was an enemy.
Recharging shields.
It's a 2v1, so we got this. I am dialed in today, guys. Oh my gosh. I am dialed in. Hey, Revenge of a Corpse. If you're there, man, comment again. I'm down to talk. Sorry if I missed your comment though earlier. I don't normally do like stuff on my screen over my stream and chat. Maybe I should have popped up my chat maybe and put it on the side. Actually, that's the first time I kind of did something like that. Okay. Okay.
Round 3.
My team's actually not bad. Again, they're doing the path kind of knocks for free, but you know, me and Mirage, we're kind of getting free knocks over there, playing it smart, not getting knocked. I'll keep this up. Oh shit! Is that really doing damage to me? I was hoping he kind of came back, but I guess not. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I think I might just let him kill me. I don't know. Maybe not.
Recharging shields.
Missed all my shots. I have no bubble left either.
Gotta heal. Taking a knee. I'll lock this down.
I am taking fire, friends. Repairing.
Ah, that's not good. I missed all my shots. Damn it. That grenade did so much damage. I deleted the lifeline, almost knocked the Bloodhound too. Oh, good though. Not bad. I don't know what the Mirage was doing, but we need to chill a little bit. Should I get my ultimate? Just for fun. Let's get tons of bats, maybe. Yeah, I can just get the. Let's see. Let me let's get my ultimate. Cause I can always hit the bin.
I say we move this way.
So like that Mirage, like pushing up that far, a three man hand holding into him. You know, he should have definitely stayed back.
Do not hesitate.
If he does it again, I'll probably go into game chat and tell him. But I think it might have just been a mistake. I don't know, might got caught off guard or something.
Might be something good this way. Enemy spotted.
Okay. I don't really use the flatline much. I'm just trying to practice using it in arenas. Because I want to get better at like using different guns. I'm good at like a decent amount of guns, but I just want to get better at the flatline. I feel like it hits pretty hard, especially the headshots. I don't know what the actual damage is on it, but the headshot multiplier to me feels insane. Like it just deletes people. There's someone over there.
No one's getting in this area.
I don't know why they're pushing in the low ground like that.
The enemies are shooting at me. Giving my getting shot at.
I think we should just play back and just hold them. Like, just keep playing zone.
Give my shield. Grenade. What?
Taking fire.
Why does the Mozambique hit that far?
Materials here. Repair my damage.
Holding this place down. Giving my shields a recharge.
Got one here.
I can't see with the 1x scope, man.
Recharging shield.
I thought I upgraded it twice. Get a little bit of a wider angle here.
Giving my shield a recharge. I am taking fire, friends. One sec. Healing up. Rope deaded. I am taking fire, friends.
What is he doing? Don't stand in the Costicle.
Giving my shield to recharge.
I locked this down.
Come up this way. I just gotta patch myself up.
They'll never shoot through this.
They're shooting at me.
That's right.
I don't know if I should have done that, but I just went backwards. Got 2 knocks.
I need shields.
Oh fuck!
Target's right in front of me.
You're not gonna heal, buddy. Where do you think you're going? What are you trying to do back here? You think you're going to heal? Dumb team freaking just walked into my Costicle like that. Not Costicle, I mean Gibio. Actually, my dumb team freaking just ate that Costicle though, for real. Like, he just sat in it, just literally just tanked it. That scared me. I thought I was gonna kill him. So this is how an average arena game goes. I do about not this time, but usually I do as much damage as both my teammates combined. So you got like 1,400 plus 500. It's about 1,000. I mean, sorry, 2,000. Sorry, 2,000. I did 1,700. 5 kills. I got about as many kills as both of them combined. You know, usually how it goes. Doesn't really matter. You got to carry. If you want to get better, you got to carry. You got to clutch it up. You got to be better than your teammates. So, yeah, they were good, but I'm down to just keep solo queuing. It's more fun, I think. Because the thing is, it's like they made some decisions that I don't like. You know, tanking ultimates. You know, pushing into a 3-stack, getting knocked without knocking somebody. You know, more than once. So it's like, yeah, we won, and yeah, they're good, they're decent maybe. But the thing is, it's like they were good against that team. What if I go against a better team? Will they be good enough to compete against them? So I want to solo queue and just hope that it keeps kind of giving me, you know, similar teammates that are usually worse than me, and it usually gives me like 1 good opponent with 2 worse ones. Sometimes you run the 3 stacks, just depends. But the 3 stacks honestly are trash players most of the time. The reason why they excel is not their skill, it's usually because of their teamwork. Oh, he wants to play Gibby. May I play Octane?
The Apex games. Come for revenge, stay for the
Come on, we've got work to do.
He's gonna play Lifeline, I guess. Lifeline is actually very useful in this mode. Very useful in arenas, but not in BR. But, oh my gosh, I got level 42. See, I don't know if like these guys are Smurfs or they're just like bad players. I don't know. Like I feel like this matchmaking is literally random. And since it's random, more like I got teammates worse than me, so I got to carry them. But usually I'm better than their whole other team, so it doesn't really matter.
Let's put the team to the test. We got this.
Guess we'll find out.
Bird around here. If it lands on you, here's good luck.
Let's see. Send out text real quick. But yeah, you just kind of have to watch, kind of cover them. You got to make sure you're doing damage. You can get a knocks before they get knocked, type of thing. A lot of people got tunnel vision, so when they start shooting my teammates, they can usually just kind of sweep in and just knock one of them. But I guess we'll see.
Hostile close.
That was actually pretty straight. I just didn't.
Under fire.
Somebody there.
Incoming care package. Pro tip: don't try intercepting something at Mach 1.
I didn't think.
Down. Let's go here.
Oh my gosh.
One down.
Bogey right here.
Oh my gosh.
Give me my shields to recharge.
Got a bandit.
Of course.
Enemy shield cracked.
Doesn't matter. I could have reset, but I had no shield, so I couldn't even get back to full. They got 2 knocks. Well, both of them got knocked without even knocking one. I got a knock, and then I knocked the Bloodhound, but they need to not just. I mean, ultimately, like if you can't do as much damage as you can without getting knocked, you just literally just gotta just basically get as much attention as possible from the enemies without getting knocked. If that makes sense. Like let them shoot at you, kind of, just kind of shoot down lane, just kind of get some shots, suppressing shots in or something.
Around here. Defend this quadrant.
What are they doing? Oh, the lifeline package. Okay.
I'm getting shot. Recharging shields.
I don't think I've ever seen a lifeline drop that in this mode. That's okay. Got a dub the first game, so let's try to get 2 dubs back to back here. I think if you get win streaks, you get more. So I was pretty much won all my games until Diamond 4, and then not that the skill level got harder, but I got really atrocious teammates. Got really atrocious teammates for 5 games in a row.
Hold up, healing.
Giving my shields a recharge.
They don't have a lifeline, so they can't res for free. That's all my shots. No way.
Healing up. Give me a sec.
Bogey here.
I have no shield.
Let's go. Bogey here.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Reloading.
No way! He popped the bat or cell or something. I took way too long. I didn't want to res. I hate that the res and the reload button's the same. I would have won that. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Literally, if I don't pop that res on accident, that's another half second, he would have never got the bat off. Or even if he did, I would have been able to do some extra damage at least. He had to been like 1 HP, 10, 20 maybe, one more bullet. I don't think he popped the bat that fast. I think he popped just a cell. But I did not want to hit the res. What are they? Okay. So this is the type of teammates I get. Obviously, got more damage than both of them combined. They're making really weird pushes. Probably gonna get knocked. Is there someone behind me? Damn, almost knocked him too.
Cracked an enemy shield. Recharging shields.
I tried to stick him, but it was way too low. dude's literally like 1 HP.
Reloading.
Damn.
Fire. Bandit here. Bogey in my crosshairs.
He's so weak. Oh, there's still 2 of them. What is our lifeline? Did she thirst somebody? I thought she ran down after the Octane and she's shooting another player that's already knocked. She wasted time going after a player that's already knocked instead of just killing the Octane with Valk. Okay. So yeah, that's about the players you get in this. This mode. Just you know, completely useless players, but that's how it is. You kind of have to grind through them. You kind of have to just carry them. That team was uncarryable. Like when that lifeline goes in, thirst a knocked player on their team. That's on the opposite side of the map. I thought she was chasing an Octane out there or something.
Man, let me tell you.
Instead of just fighting a 3v2, she goes and makes us fight a 2v2, and I thought it was a 2v1. She's freaking thirsted a player that's knocked already. I don't understand. And to be honest, I see that a lot in this arena thing. It's like I'll knock somebody and they're over here shooting them, killing them instead of just fighting the rest of the players that are like right there. I don't know, it's really weird. Never understood that, but that's just what people do. I guess they don't really know. They don't know how to just knock all 3 players, and if you knock all 3 players, it's a wipe and it's game over. You don't need to thirst them. I don't know what they're doing.
Let's put the team.
At least in this mode, you don't lose freaking 70 points for a loss. You only lose like 12, so that's not bad. I'm only gaining like 20. I guess if you have a win streak, you gain more. If your win percentage is higher and you win, you get more points. I was getting like 180 to 60, but as I kept climbing, I kept giving me less and less points. So I don't know. Maybe you just get less points in Diamond. It's my first time doing this, but I'm happy with Diamond. I'm just playing to kind of just get better, better gunfighting, get used to different abilities and or weapons. I mean. I snapped way too far on that. What is he doing? You're lucky I covered you. Freaking ripped that Gibby.
Look, supplies inbound, my friend.
Reloading.
He's like jumping like into the open, into more enemy like line of sights. I just missed all that.
Shields are recharging.
People are weird, man. I don't know what goes through their head. This dude's got no health.
Taking a beat to here.
A 30-30 kind of hurts. Should I bub? Oh shit!
Some help.
I'm taking fire.
I need to go get. I need to get that box of stuff. Gibby already went. Damn it. That's okay. We may lose this one, but I basically got to do a lot of damage without taking damage.
Back that hooligan shield. I'm recharging my shields.
They're gonna full heal. Is it worth? Is it worth going down there?
Rejuvenating.
Can I survive the storm damage? Oh, what is he doing? Like, ping, you're gonna attack. I got nothing. That's the last of my heals. I don't know why the Mirage is hitting me, but
Come down. Reloading.
I just got nothing left. I don't even know what to do. I'm a one-shot literal.
Shield up.
I'm not gonna survive this. I should just die. I can't even hit him from here. Yeah, I'm just dead. How much? I did like 400 damage that game, but then they got the bin of supplies. They got all the shields and heals. That was not good. Our Seer surprise 1v3 out of nowhere, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about. 67 damage. The Horizon actually is cracked. She did almost 500 damage. She did more than me. The freaking Seer did 60. That's like 3 bullets. Not even. What is he doing? That is not good sign at all. And it's not like he didn't have a chance to do damage. He didn't do any damage and then just full sent it into a 1v3 without even pinging it or nothing. I thought he was just kind of like pulling up, just kind of doing something and kind of coming back. I didn't realize he was doing that. Dying for free. This side is so much worse than the other side, I think. Oh, of course. Damn.
Are they hot? One bed.
Oh my gosh. They're gonna push, but I don't think we're winning otherwise. That Gibby's one shot. He's got him. Come on, guys. Jesus, these guys are so bad. Oh fuck! I didn't even think she was that close. Her footsteps sounded so quiet. I would have killed her otherwise. Watch him lose this fight. Oh, he actually knocked her. Not that he was gonna kill the Gibby, but that she was literally like 10 HP. I see. So this is what happened. I think the last time I played, I just got teammates that were just. I mean, the Horizon's actually not bad. I don't know why she got knocked that time, but the Seer. I want to check his damage again because he did like nothing. He's 149 damage after 2 rounds. That's not even 1 kill worth of damage at all. The Horizon's doing better than me, but she just got knocked. I mean, it kind of sucks, but like they're giving me like bronze, they're giving me like rookie, like I don't know what's going on. Whatever arenas I think is fun, but like they just don't give you like real players. Like they don't give you like equal skilled players. I think it's just kind of random. And I think the only way to have equal skilled players is to like queue up together. I don't know.
I have some materials.
Care package inbound.
Care package.
I'm recharging my shields.
Airstrike.
Oh fuck. Come on guys, do something. That's 2 knocks, solo. Come on guys, do something. I just knocked another one, guys. Come on. It's a 2v1. Knock him out.
Double kill.
.360. I literally 1v3'd them. That's how bad my team is. That's what you have to do to win this game. I smoked all 3 of them. Literally by myself. I don't even think they even did damage to them. I knocked the Loba twice. I knocked the Gibby once. And I knocked the Mirage. Like, you know,
About to win.
oh my gosh. That's how bad people are in this game. The Seer did 1 bullet worth of damage that round. Literally. One bullet. That's all he did.
Round 4.
And it probably wasn't even a bullet that was useful. Probably wasn't even on anybody I even knocked at the time. I sold the Loba. I sold her the second time. I sold the Gibby. I think he probably just hit the Mirage once. What are they doing?
Throwing back the blade.
Shields recharging.
The heart sees what the eye can.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Arcs are out. Defending this area.
I hurt them. I hurt them. That's the time to push.
Reload.
Reloading.
Oh, I threw that way too high.
Pick me up, taking it to you.
Let's go! I did most of the work, but at least I actually did something. I go from 1v3 in their team to probably doing like 90% of the damage across that team. Like they keep pushing up, and I don't know if, like they got lucky. I did like 200 damage with that arc star, and I ripped one of them. That's for sure. The Seer did 100 damage that round. That's better. That's like 2/3 a kill. Yo, what's up, Jeff? What rank are you? What's your Venus rank? How's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in too.
Round 5.
If you're diamond, I'm down to play. Did Loba throw her thing here? Okay.
Incoming.
Grenade.
You only bronze too? Oh no. I'm sorry, man. Occasionally, I do like random streams, like Warzone Apex streams. I'll play with anybody of any skill level. But right now, I'm just trying to climb the rank system before the split ends. It's all good, man.
Throwing an arc.
Sometimes I'll do like customs or like you know, public lobbies or whatever. Oh, I should have knocked that guy.
Broken enemy shield.
I'm just trying to keep angles.
Throwing arc star.
I think I should push though. 2 knocks, let's go. The homie G's are coming and clutching now. Let's go. I went from having a 1v3 the enemy team to win a round, and now they're actually clutching it up. The game's just so much easier when your teammates actually do something. It's just insane. Actually, I'm dropping my ult on these guys next time. Customs? Customs is like whether it's Warzone or Apex. Customs is basically like I can host like a lobby, and like I can invite anybody in with like a code, and you can make your own team of like 3 friends or whatever. And we can just like get a custom game in that like we don't have to queue into the public, we don't have to queue into ranked mode. It can just be just the people that were invited like through the stream, like the chat viewers and stuff like that. Or like sometimes when there's like a limited time mode, I'll play with the chat, regardless of skill.
What's a wee singularity between friends?
I don't think she hit anybody with that.
Arcs are out.
Grenade
Oh,
flung.
damn it. I saw my weapon on accident. I gotta protect her.
I grabbed that shield.
Can I?
Calling the airstrike.
I don't know if that was smart, but I'm just trying to keep them off of her. Didn't really want to waste my ult like that.
Healing up. We're shooting at
Oh
me.
shoot, they're pushing her. I did not slide. Oh! I did not need to do that! Oh, he just crouched all that damage. Did he stick me? They're really split up. They Gibby bubble. Let's kill this.
I'm recharging my shields.
We're all split up. Nice knock.
I wait up to you right here.
Please do damn. No! Climb! I missed all my shots! I knocked her anyways.
One down.
Let's just roll it that way.
Oh fuck! No! Yes! I got you killed all 3 of them! Oh shoot! Oh man. Every stream you go to is ever to do customs? I think right now I don't think you can do customs. You want to do customs, but no one has customs. Yeah, I think I don't know the whole story. I just know that like customs is like bugged or like messed up or something, so they had to like close it out. So I can't do customs now. But when it is available, it was available. That's a thing. Let's see. So this is a life of a solo queue player that's like good. 7 kills, 8 knocks, 3 assists, 2,500 damage. The Horizon's actually good. The only reason we won the game because I had someone else that actually contributed. That Seer literally did 36 damage for like the first 2 rounds, like each. So he got some damage in like mid game, but like. As long as my teammates just contribute at least like 1 knock, I can handle the other 2 players. I'm fine with that. I just can't knock all 3 of them. But I did though. One game, I literally 1v3'd them. My teammates did probably about 50 damage in the beginning of the fight. They shielded up or whatever, and I just smoked the other 3. I soloed Loba twice. I knocked the Gibby, and I killed the Mirage to win the game. That's just how it is, man. Like, you gotta just... You gotta, like, clutch it up if you want to climb. You hate enemies that, Oh, you hate teammates that spam the enemy button? Yeah, like... Yeah, I get that. The more you hit the button, the more the ping will be, like, on their body. So, like, it's easier to track. I personally spam ping the enemy button. The only time like I don't do it is like if my teammates I never want to do it like out of spite of my teammates because like if I know my teammate is like has an equal fight, they're he's fresh or he's got good shield, he reloaded or whatever, he's got a good position. Like I'll spam ping to like let him know exactly where he is to get like a better angle, better position, a better push or something. But like if the enemy is just chilling and my ally's just chilling, I just kind of ping occasionally. It just kind of depends on the situation. Like if they're low, I'll spam ping. But I will never spam ping if they're full health though, which is very misleading because a lot of people spam ping all the time no matter what. They'll spam ping just because they died to somebody even if they did no damage, which is very annoying. I've definitely pushed people that my teammates are spam pinging and they're full health. So you could never get the Masters. And what, BR or Arenas?
I'm getting shot.
Someone's pushing us. Oh, what? Oh, wait. What is our Horizon doing? Shoot that guy.
Right here.
I thought it was an enemy Horizon. Damn it. He didn't even break her. Damn it. I missed my shots. Oh, man. You can never get the Masters in both. Ranked is unfair to you. Why do you think ranked's unfair? I will say that that even if you're good at the game, arenas obviously team fighting, gun skill, line of sights, holding lanes, whatever. And then for BR, like there's a lot that goes into BR in terms of like synergy of your team. Playing beacons, playing position, playing for late game, make sure you have good resources and loot, etc. No matter how good you are at any of that, it is a grind for sure. And the better you are, the faster we'll go, but it's still a grind. But regardless, if you don't have like solid teammates to play with, if you solo queue, it can definitely be really hard because no matter how good you are, if your other teammates lack those other qualities I mentioned, then it just makes the game so much harder. You get players who are like Diamond 1 in ranked, but on Bronze 2. Oh, so this season. Okay, no. So no, I agree. So it's actually not fair in my opinion. She's so low. I'm gonna kill this person as fast as I can. Oh. She like blended in with the billboard. Oh fuck. Gibby. I'm being pushed from both sides. I'm gonna have to help him kill Gibby. I can't heal. Thanks for the damage, Fuse. Oh my goodness, this guy is horrible. You get players who are like Diamond 1 and ranked, but you're Bronze 2 in your opinion you hate it. Players are way too toxic. They teabag after every kill. I would personally never take offense to teabagging. I think it's just like natural, like instinct, or just kind of like people just hype, bouncing up and down, jumping. You know, I don't know. I would never take offense to it. I think people do that no matter what, even if they die, lose, even if they, you know what I mean. Like people just kind of do it just to do it. But I think this ranked season is the hardest season ever. Not even like for high level players. I think even more so for like your typical gold and below players. Because when they did the ranked reset, normally your master players get reset, like your masters and prez get reset to plat 2, right? And normally plat lobbies are all matched together. You know, diamond players all matched together, and then masters and prez are matched together. Anybody from bronze to gold is matched together. Well, what they did for the new season, they put masters and preds into gold 2. Oh shoot. Did they even damage him? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not... I didn't want to heal. I'm just gonna die. I'm just dead. I didn't want to heal. But, so what happens is, you got all your Masters and Preds in Gold 2, and then all your Diamond players, which I don't think Diamond players are the best, especially last season. I thought it was like a lot easier to get to Diamond last season. But even so, your Diamond players are still better than everybody before them, right? So all your Diamond players are now Gold 4. So your Diamond players, your X-Diamond players, let's say, your X-Diamond players, your X-Preds, and your X-Masters are now all in Gold. Well, guess what? All your Bronze to Gold players play in the same lobbies. So they made this new system and this hard reset, and they put everybody into the same lobbies, and that's not fair. Why should a Bronze player play a Gold player where Gold players are actually Masters and Preds, like X-Master Pred? That makes no sense. That's not actual rank. That's not actual skill-based matchmaking. And I think it's really dumb for players that are typically Bronze, Silver, Gold to play Master Pred level players. That's just not fair. And what they should have done, if they were going to reset Masters and Preds that far behind, what they should have done, Bronze players get their own lobbies, Silver players get their own lobbies, Gold players get their own lobbies. They should never group Bronze to Gold, especially by doing the hard reset. Because they did this massive reset, but it didn't benefit anybody like that at that elo. Not to mention, like, you know, like I don't design the game, but like yes, Gold is really easy for me, but a lot of players are stuck in plat 4. So what happens is these master Pred players. Oh shoot! Oh, he just broke my ankles. Okay. I might have been able to clutch that. I'm kind of fooling around a little bit. My bad. But is that game? No, it's not game. Oh, my fuse is still alive. But you know, if they were going to make Masters and Preds into Gold, then Silver and Bronze players need to get their own lobbies. Why is he thirsting them? I don't think this game was winnable. That Fuse was probably one of the worst players ever. And if you guys saw the beginning of my video and I talked about the tier list, the Apex Legends tier list, I put Fuse as the literally F tier legends. That's why, because of people like him. But no. I agree, man. Like I understand. You know, not everyone's the best in the world. I know people want to, they want to have fun in a competitive way. But being competitive doesn't mean just being trashed all the time or going against higher skilled opponents. Ranked is supposed to be similar skilled opponents. Like if you're a Bronze player, you should only ever have Bronze teammates, and you should play against Bronze players. If you're Silver, silver teammates against silver enemies, etc., all the way up. You shouldn't be bronze or silver playing X Master Preds and gold, which they climb to platinum, but it's so hard to climb that I think like 90% of the player base is not even like past plat 4 because they get stuck at plat 4 because it's so hard to climb. So they get to plat 4, they D-rank into gold 1, and they start playing bronze players again. They go back into platinum. Some players do get the diamond, so I don't know if you know this, Jeff, but I actually got good teammates this time. But as a diamond 4 ranked BR player, I'm in the top 0.4%. 0.4% of players at diamond 4. Diamond 3, Diamond 2, Diamond 1 Masters, like 0.1% of the player base is even in Masters. Last season, like 5% of the player base was like in Masters or something. Now it's 0.1%. And what happens is the players that actually get to, yo, what's up, Brad? How's it going, man? It's been a while since I streamed, but I'm gonna try to be a little bit more regular on this. But me and Jeff are going in on the rank changes. But the thing is, it's like I'm in the top 0.4%. Last season, I was in the top 5% of players while being a master. Now I'm a 0.4% player, top 4%. That means 99.6% of people aren't even in diamond yet, which I am. But 99.6% of players are not in diamond. So something's messed up. And what happens is, when there's so few players in diamond, what do you think's going to happen? The predators and masters of this season, like, you know, the pros and the streamers, like the big streamers, like three stack players, well, those guys don't get to play masters and preds because there's not enough of them. So what do? They play diamond and plat players. And what happens if they can't find enough diamond and plat players? They throw in gold players, they throw in silver players because of queue times. So they don't want to make people wait too long for a game. There's so few people at the higher level that they literally put even bronze players against masters and preds. Like current Masters and Preds, not even X-Masters and Preds in gold. It's actually crazy. It is not something I like, because if I'm in the top 4%, top 0.4% of the player base, if you go to different websites, I don't know off the top of my head, but if you just Google, like, you just Google like Apex Legends stat tracker, or like Apex Legends rank distribution, whatever, you can see the entire rank distribution, like the percentage of players in every tier. If you you can like search your name, like by Xbox, PlayStation, PC, whatever, Origin account, I don't know like what it is. You can search it. It tells you what percentage you're in, and like if I'm in the top 0.4% of the player base, I should be Masters. And the reason why I'm not Masters is because they made Masters 15,000 RP. Last season, Masters was 10,000 RP. So not only do they do a hard reset, sabotaging all the bronze, silver, gold players in the process, the normal Masters and Preds, or people who probably deserve to be Masters and Preds, can't even get to it unless they play like 12, 15 hours a day to even get that high of a rank. And you know, most people don't have that time. And it kind of sucks because so few players can actually even get to that rank, and the people that do are like people that play this game as a full-time job, you know. So it just kind of sucks that like you're, I wouldn't even say average, but like just say like your natural competitive goer can't climb to a rank even if they put a decent amount of time in. They got to put in an outrageous amount of time in, more than a job and probably sleep, to even get to a rank they deserve. And I don't think that's how rank should be. I think rank should be, it shouldn't be too quick because there should be some grind, but ranked should get you to your actual skill level as fast as possible. And that doesn't mean like you play 5 games, you trash the lobby, he says, oh, you're diamond. But if you're winning tons of games, you're getting top 5 tons of games, you're doing really good, you know, type of player. And let's say like you actually deserve Masters. I know some people are kind of delusional, but let's say like someone deserves Masters. They shouldn't have to spend 40 days, 12 hours a day to get the Masters. They should be able to play like 4 hours a day, let's say. 3 to 4 hours a day and get to their true rank by the end of the split. But it's just how it is. I mean, a lot of people don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not getting Masters this year just because, this split, just because of the grind is way too tedious. It's way too much of a chore. It was fun to get the diamond. I love the ALGS kind of style gameplay. I like how there's more teams in the game. A lot of people are playing smarter. A lot of people are playing better, and it's more competitive. So I do like that. but I just don't like how long
Contact with target.
they have to play the game for.
Hostile.
Oh, I missed a lot of shots there, but we're just chilling. But yeah, like if you want to know your percentile, just type in Google like Apex Legends stat tracker or something. There's different sites. Some are better than others. One of the top 3 are really good. I think it's like Apex Legends .gg or something. I don't know, something like that. I think like majority of the player base is not even not even gold. My loadout's OP, the flatline. I like the flatline. I'm trying to get better with it. I actually didn't really start using it until I played arenas. I'm kind of fooling around now, but earlier today I was literally like smoking kids. I was 1v3, 1v2ing kids, like completely solo, and the flatline just deletes people, especially if you mix in headshots. Really hard to control, but I like it. This enemy team doesn't even have a full team, so. Or like they're AFK or something. I don't know.
Subject down.
So the Octane's AFK? I wonder why.
Could turn the tide for you.
Watching that way.
Care package coming in.
Had some high intensity gameplay. Now we're just chilling. Kind of want to get into some combat here. He's like in one of these corners here.
I have located some materials.
Where did he go? Is he under the bridge?
Introducing a new variable.
How did she not die?
Shield. Reload. One down.
Did you see that?
Deploying a variable.
Giving my shields a recharge.
I hate that the enemy team. Well, now that Octane got kicked, I think they can leave without punishment. But it kind of sucks they had to stay in the game and just waste their time. Yeah, deleted. Wasn't fair, but whatever. I'll take it. I'll take 3 points every once in a while. It's weird though. Like I'll get some matches where like I don't even have teammates. Like it'll just be just me. Okay, I'm gonna play one more. I wasn't gonna be done after this match, but like one of the players AFK, so I'm not gonna finish off of that note there. Yay, victory! It's like what, 3 in a row, maybe? Okay, about halfway to D3. A little bit, yeah, about halfway. One more game will be like halfway. Oh, the flatline in P2020. In arenas, I honestly don't even use a secondary weapon. I just deck out the flatline because, like, I think it's really good, like, up close. And then for range, like, it's really nice because you don't even really need. I mean, there's no barrel to put on it, but like it's just a mag and maybe like a 1x optic is good enough for me because the gray mag gives you 5 extra bullets, so then the gray optic. The 1x is just gives you a little bit more kind of vision, kind of see over the gun, but I think it's a really nice one for arenas because you can just get the level 1 flatline and then you can just buy tons of shields, med kits, and grenades. Oh,
I had a drink called Sangria.
Should I mute
Yeah.
these? Should I mute these guys?
Fucking Dutch, son of a bitch.
I'm gonna mute these guys. Oh, he's gonna play Gibby. A lot of players, usually they got a mic, don't really have anything good to say. My experience, sometimes.
Being stranded in space.
Why am I Horizon? I didn't even know it was my turn yet. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Okay, well, we'll see. Imagine there was an arena's only legend. That would be kind of cool though, like exclusive legends, like abilities that would probably be broken for BR, but like great for arenas. That'd be kind of cool.
Put your opponents in their place.
Okay, well, I am not playing the champ I want to play.
Research is about to
I think I played Horizon 0 times. So let's see what happens. We got a lifeline to give you though, so that's a good comp. Yeah, Horizon's a pretty great champ in my opinion. See what happens here. I normally don't talk to my teammates because the pings are usually good enough, and if their teammates are good, they know what to do. They don't really need comms. And a lot of people in mics, they're usually duos that they're like a little echo chamber. They kind of just, you know, their toxicity kind of feeds off each other, and you just kind of harass the solo, which would be me in this case, no matter how good I do. I don't know why that guy's over there, but...
Got some materials here.
Taking fire, brothers. Contact lost.
I'm spotted. Taking fire.
Bye-bye.
Driving. Choose your next move quickly.
another hooligan.
What was that? What do I have? Wasn't beat? I thought I had a beat 2020. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. You just gotta smoke the team yourself. Doesn't even matter who your teammates are sometimes. At least like when someone plays a Gibby with the 15% reduction, the shield, they're just a bullet sponge, so at least they kind of distract the enemy for me. You know, to soak up damage. You know, distraction. I just like swoop in. Like look at this. Look, I did more damage than both of them combined. Like I don't know why, but like if you're good at arenas, you'll always get teammates worse than you. I don't know why it is. It's like if you want to climb, it forces you to carry your teammates. I got all 3 kills. I did more damage than both of them combined by 100 points. The highest superior skin I have, and you're using it, I was told it was pay to lose skin. Pay to lose skin. Yeah, so some of the skins like take up your whole screen, which is kind of sucks because some of them look cool and they definitely could have made them better. Like they could have still made them look cool without it taking up your screen. So what Horizon can like jump high or something, right? Or like
Recharging my shields.
like when she lands a far distance, it like doesn't stun her as much or something.
Activate my abilities. Eyes to the sky.
I played that so bad.
Being shot. Reloading.
I was trying to walk around like silently to get like an angle, and the lifeline got like deleted, and then the Gibby got deleted. Okay, so I'm gonna just sprint next time. That one's kind of on me. As much as I would say that I don't want my teammates getting knocked for free, I mean I can't prevent that. You know, like I can't. You know, I got to be able to clutch up. I got to clean up even if they make mistakes. It's like you're stuck at bronze 1. What legend do you play? Or what batch of legends do you play? Because honestly, certain legends make the game so much easier, especially in VR. Do you solo? Also, let me know if you solo queue. I got some tips because I solo queued the Masters, both splits last season. I also solo queued the Diamond for both arenas and VR this season. And if that's what you do, I got some tips because there's definitely things you can do to make it easier.
Got some materials.
They all went up there, I guess.
Got extended shield battery here.
Care package inbound.
Eyes to the skies. A care package.
Ryze's ultimate is really good though. You gotta make sure you land it.
Taking fire, brothers.
What are they doing? Like you know, in what sense is that a good push? No. Oh, I can't use my abilities. I almost won that too. I got hit with Revenant, right? Revenant stuff cancel my abilities. I didn't even. I mean, I had to knock 2 players, and then I had to get the 3rd one too, and they were so weak. But that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. See, I don't play Horizon. Like that would have been a wipe if I was playing like Octane or like Wraith or something. But whatever. I don't really play her much. I was trying to spam her tactical. My teammates literally have 400 damage combined. I got double their damage combined. That's how bad they're playing. When I get teammates like this, it's like you can't even get mad. You just gotta literally just accept it. There's just nothing you can do. Oh, wow. I mean, they're all weak. They're all weak. Well, 2 of them are, but she didn't even hit 1. Wow. I did about like 150, 200 damage there. I thought my team would like peak the bottom or at least jump up. That's very unfortunate. They literally did like 400 damage combined. I had like 1,000 by the end of that game. Okay, I don't want to play her. I want to play like Gibby. Who do I usually play? I play like Gibby. And BR I play Caustic. I don't really play him in arenas. I think Valk's good, Octane's good in arenas, Wraith's good in arenas. Rampart's not bad. Put up shields. You know, get good line of sight. So Sheila's broken. Actually, I might play her actually just for fun. Yeah, let's play her. Just bust out Sheila and just mow them down. Yeah, those guys were pretty bad. I wish they would give you teammates. Like, I wouldn't mind playing tougher opponents. And like the opponents, they're not good. It's just like my team is just so much worse than them that I didn't have an ability to even do anything sometimes, you know? It's just like I can knock 2, I can do like 2.5, you know, players damage. It just doesn't matter. Just how it is. I mean, at least these guys' ranks are in the hundreds, 300s. But I don't think I've ever seen like actual Diamond Master, you know, players on my team. I always get like bronze, platinum players. Just interesting like matchmaking system. I don't know why, but it's just how it is. I think a lot of people would enjoy arenas more if they literally just matched you with actual similar ranked players. And what sucks is like it doesn't tell you like what their ranked you know, badges. So, but I've hardly ever even had a Masters on my team, like an ex-Masters on my team. So that's weird.
Round 1. So much potential.
Guess we'll see.
Putting up some armed cover.
That's not what I wanted to do. You know, Rampart might be a lot better than I thought, just because she can post up in areas you normally can't post up in.
Armed cover for you, mates.
That dude just literally got pooped on. Where is this guy?
There's one. Charging my shields.
What are they shooting at? Okay, Rampart's actually like really clutch.
Enemy OD.
Like, just being able to post up in areas you like normally can't post up in and just kind of choke off paths. Oh, like and then you can block the. Oh my gosh. Okay. So like Rampart and Caustic and Gibby are like my 3 favorite champs to play, or legends. I tried to. Actually, I think like majority of my wins come from the 3 of them in standard and ranks BR. I need to play more Rampart in this. Okay.
Round
No way, she was 1 HP.
Recharging my shields.
Okay, these enemies are about as bad as my teammates last game. Like that dude did 0 damage. Dude, having a shield plus enhanced damage in arenas is insane. You're like a level 110 and my teammates are like a level 500 and you're carrying them. That's believable. Because like a lot of like, I don't know, like newer, like depending on like what game you came from, for example, like newer players, lower level players, they just maybe just have better game sense, gameplay, game mechanics, gun skill than someone who's playing this game a long time. Because a lot of people, it depends on like how adaptive you are. Like if you're really adaptive, you know, like you're really fast to learn, take criticism, understand what went wrong, analyze everything you did wrong when you died, what you could have done better. Like you can become a better player than someone that has way more time in. Like a lot of 500 players, probably just as bad as they are when they started the game. They don't learn, they don't climb or nothing. Cause like I came over from Warzone and I was like a level 100 when I hit Masters, and then it took me like another 50, 60 levels to get the Masters again for the second split. So like, you know, a lot of people thought I was a Smurf, but I'm not. I'm just good at FPSs in general. I play a lot of BRs like Fortnite. I've been playing COD my whole life, Halo, Gears of War, stuff like that. So, yeah. Just because someone's level 500 doesn't mean you're good. If you're only level 100, it sounds like you're doing, you know, good for your rank, and you definitely got a lot more room to grow too, which is good.
Shield battery here.
Care package inbound.
What legends do you play?
Got a care package coming in.
Got this thing on lockdown.
Enemy here.
That Lobo ran early. Yeah, my teammate's not good, but like the enemy is just so bad, doesn't matter. Like, why are they challenging that?
Enemy taken down.
Cluster out.
I'm gonna help this guy. He's okay. Nice guys. They soloed both their players. Okay. Easy dub. I'll take it. Sheila, Rampart's freaking broken
007 says
in this mode.
GG.
Because you don't take damage until they break your shield, and you do enhanced damage through the shield.
Shell Beaver says GG.
GG. Okay. Got some of my points back from that atrocity that I had last game with my teammates, but that's just how it is. Let's see. Contemplating whether I play one more or not. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, that was the last game today, guys. If you're tuning in now, or you're still watching, check check out the beginning of my video. Just go back when like the VOD goes up or whatever. I did a tier list of all the legends. Jeff, if you're struggling with the rank system and there's 12 days left, you can I bet you can probably get like mid silver, potentially gold, maybe, but probably silver. You can definitely get to silver. And I think what you need to do, go back to the beginning of my stream when the VOD goes out. I have a tier list of all the legends. Play whoever's in the S tier or the A tier. If you can specifically play like Caustic or Rampart, those legends, especially at lower elos, like bronze, silver elos, if you play a Caustic, you just gas up all your doors, you gas up all like the window like entries, or you play Rampart and you put your shields up on the doors and windows. You have great defense, and you can do a lot of damage through her shields, and you can stop a lot of teams from pushing you, and they do a lot of damage every time to res and shield up and heal if a team's trying to push you and stuff. They're really great legends at any skill level, but especially at the lower skill levels, because a lot of players don't know how to push and attack teams properly. So if you play like a defensive legend like that, other players that are worse than you, bad game sense, bad pushing, or maybe teams that push one by one or whatever, it should be easy games. Should be able to to close that out. Probably get to silver. So check out that tier list when the VOD goes out. Oh, you went to sudden death. Nice. Yeah. Good job, man. I just won my last game too. But go back and check the VOD. Check out the tier list. If sounds like you can get to silver for sure. It depends on how much you play. If you played a lot, you can probably get to gold. But maybe change up the legends you play. Definitely do Caustic or Rampart. Valk is great to have on your team, but doesn't really do much when a team's attacking you. Valk is great to have to reposition, get to the next zone, scan beacons, whatever. Leave fights that are like a bad fight. But if you got a Caustic and a Rampart, you're probably going to do really well in terms of like getting high placement. At the bronze elo, you don't really need to worry about kills. At bronze, just try to get high placement with Caustic or Rampart, and the kills will come with the late game, and you'll fly to at least silver for sure. But and it doesn't matter how cracked another team is. Like they're not going to push your Caustic traps and stuff. It's going to be hard for them. But that's my last game, guys. I'm doing a little bit of a shorter stream today. It's got about like 2 hours in. First 30 minutes is my tier list. Again, anybody that's tuning in now, see the numbers going up a little bit. Check out that tier list. It might be informational. Let me know if you disagree with anything. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Let me know what champs, legends you play. Does this just my opinion on being a diamond player, the top 0.4% player in ranked right now. Diamond 4 currently is the top 0.4% of players. It's my opinion, my observation on what made me succeed, what other teams gave me trouble with, how my teams excelled with, like the teams I won the most with, the legends I won the most with, teammates legends I won the most with, type of stuff. So definitely check that out if it's interesting. And that's going to be it for me today. And I'll be back on tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow I'll be playing Fortnite with my family. We'll be doing the no-build mode. That should be a lot of fun. We just kind of go out and just kind of slay the lobbies, dropping like 20, 30, 40 kill games. A lot of dubs, a lot of funny, crazy moments and stuff. So if you guys like Fortnite, just want to watch more of my streams or whatever, I'll be on Fortnite tomorrow. Same time, like kind of 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. And probably taking a break over the weekend, but back again on Monday. Probably do some more Apex. Then a new Fall Guys season starts on Tuesday, I think. And then on Wednesday, the new Warzone season starts. So we're going to do Fall Guys Tuesday. Warzone Wednesday, depending on how great those games are for the new seasons, I'll be playing more of that, or just coming back to Apex, and we'll just keep playing some more Apex. But hopefully the Warzone update looks really good. I got a new map. Fall Guys is going free to play, cross-platform, cross-progression. So probably be sprinkling in more of that because this Apex rank season is so grindy. It's not as fun anymore. So I'll probably just get the diamond, stay in the top 0.4%, and just move on to other games and maybe play some Mario Kart a little bit. I've been playing a lot of Nintendo Switch Sports and stuff too, so that's been a lot of fun. But thanks for talking, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes and the subs, guys. I appreciate it. Catch you guys tomorrow.